channel out there, probably only about 1,000 subscribers on, but it probably would never have got more than, say, 50 to 100, maybe 200 subscribers on it, which is insignificant these days. And I don't mean that as a diss to anybody, but you know that yourself because it's a fight, yeah? So when you get over 1,000, that doesn't mean you got lots of subscribers, but it sort of legitimizes you amongst smaller audiences and then so on. Now, there are different ways this works. You could have 1,000 people on your channel, but not get many people on for lives or whatever. But generally speaking, if you're a small channel, you usually, say you got 1,000 to 3,000 people on there, you'll normally pull anywhere between sort of 30 to 140 people on live. Whereas you see channels bigger than that won't pull those numbers. It's normally due to the small community. You actually draw quite a good community. So I decided to have a look at another channel today, which I'm not even going to say its fucking name, because although they're pulling in more viewers at me at the moment, my channel's about 18 times the size. And also, you're not supposed to punch down, but I've just realised something. So this channel that's out there that I thought was perhaps a controversial, stoking the fire, alternate facts kind of from the Muslim side kind of channel that many of you out there who know me are watching, because I just seen you and I know that you do. I've just been over and listened to it and watched it. I've seen posts from it before, but the first time I've gone over and listened to it, watched, I couldn't believe what I was sitting listening and hearing. Just some absolute dum-dums. And when I say dum-dums, I'm sure one out of the three of them maybe had a brain cell if you was to sit and talk to them individually. I'm sure you could have a decent conversation about certain things. But when you're out to get someone, like these people are out to get Tommy, then in order to do a good hit piece, you need to know your stuff, for one. Two, stay in your lane, meaning never talk about things you don't know about because you make yourself look a cunt. And three, you hit it where it hurts, meaning if you got something really good, you use it in a really good way. And you know, none of that. What I found was they're just there. They play Tommy saying out 5 words of video and then they speculate and they go, oh, this must be true. And the reason they think it must be true is because they just thought of it just that second. No passing, no going and reading up about it, no sort of talking about it and sort of going, is this idea I had got any based in any reality? No. Oh, I just thought of this idea. That must be true. Oh, yeah, you can imagine that. And they're literally saying things that you can imagine Tommy must be doing this in order to do that. Oh, yeah, that means he's going to be doing this. So if A leads to B, and if B and C equal D, then you might get F, but we don't really know any of that. So what the fuck are you even talking about? Even their own people in the channel was going, what are they talking about? Or change the subject, or stop speculating. And I'm just going, what the fuck? This is the channel that I actually thought, oh, it's attracting people over there for drama, for chaos. I'm sorry, and I know there's people that know me that go over there, right? I know why you go over there, for the drama, right? It is the dumbest channel. It's not even about free speech, it's the dumbest channel I've ever seen. The only reason that you are going over there is one or two reasons. One, you hate Tommy, that's on you. I don't hate anyone for hating Tommy because that's their choice. The only other reason you would go over there is to go and get yourself into an argument, because these guys on there are just losers. And the only reason that they've even managed to get 1,000 subscribers, other than the fact that you can tell that they're just on that mark, so they probably bought a few, is that you fucking idiots, yeah, you are going over there and you and I've said this a million times, all the channels that you hate, you created. The creators aren't creating these alternate channels. And by the way, alternate channels are good. Alternate viewpoints are good. These aren't alternate viewpoints. These are dumb people coming up with dumb theories and calling them facts. We've got plenty of people on the left like that. We've even got people on the right like that now. I don't mind because they're batting for Team Allah. So they can talk all the bollocks they want. It doesn't hurt me, or it doesn't hurt any of the things that we're fighting for. But the fucking people that should be ashamed of being over there and saying they want truth, justice, peace. They stand for this, they stand for that, they stand for this. That was mind-numbingly boring to watch. It didn't make me angry to watch, but when I started realizing that 95% of the content was bullshit, and it wasn't even banter bullshit, because that would be funny. It's only funny between the people who are actually talking to each other, and even then you can tell there's some disconnect, because nobody's talking nothing's congruent. There's no congruent conversation, because each one of them has to fucking refresh their hard drive before they can change the subject. And as I found out today, they find changing a subject very, very difficult, because they just keep going on about the same fucking thing, and they keep coming up with new theories. Oh, this must be the truth about Tommy. And again, why? Because I just come up with it. As I said the other day, strictly adhering to the rules they come up with as they go along. And you guys are out, and again, not all of you, the people who know who you are. You guys are over there. You made them have over 1,000. You're giving them the audiences they've got right now. And all the other channels that have caused problems, I'm not going to name them because they get a kick out of it, because they're smaller than me. But all the other channels that cause trouble in this movement that you all claim to hate, that many of you claim to hate, well, again, you know if you're guilty for going over there and being on those channels, because you can be a mod. Yeah, on the most hated channel on the internet. That makes sense. So every time you go over and watch, you create these channels. People say to me all the time, "Oh, Tom, why is it you say don't get involved with arguing with other channels?" Why? It's very simple. There are exceptions I make when people cross certain lines. That's why there are some people I excuse when they go after certain people. And also some people can handle going after people and they can handle the consequences of it. I leave them alone. For the majority of people, just stay the fuck out of it, because all you ever achieve is giving them a bigger audience. So they start to get it in their head that they're talking sense. So you're allowing retards, my meaning of word retard, to believe they are more than that, to believe that they should actually be on YouTube talking. And you prove it to them by going over and then watching them and then getting annoyed at what they say. Whether you're hate watching or not, it makes no difference. They don't care. You've given them the audience they want. That's on you. And I just want you, and when I say you, again, the people who are doing it know who they are. So anybody else, you're unaffected. You know who you are. It's not about free speech or anything else. You know what you're doing. You're going for the drama. That's fine, but I don't want to hear you complain when these channels start ripping you to pieces. And I got emails saying, "Tom, so-and-so channel was giving me shit. Will you back me up?" The answer is no. Because if I go over there and find out that you're already on that channel taking part of it, then no. You already know what it is. So don't ask for my help fighting another channel that's smaller than me, so I'm not supposed to punch down, when you are creating the problem by going and watching in the first place. You know they're full of shit. You know they're lying. You know it's a wind-up channel. You know the only reason they're going on there is to wind people up. And it's working because you're letting them wind you up. Keep me the fuck out of it. No more emails. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about that channel I was on today, because they're no harm, to be honest. They're too stupid to be any harm. You made them popular. Deal with it. Don't write me emails asking me to go and attack their channel. I went over there today. They're too thick to be attacked. Leave me out of it. Just leave me out of it. You made them famous. You make them unfamous.